What's going on, guys? My name is Fatness, and today I am bringing you a brand new Destiny video. Now, first off, I want to say, welcome to the 2-year anniversary of the launch of Destiny. Today is September the 9th. 2 years ago, Destiny launched back in 2014, and it was quite the launch. You can see Destiny was much a different place than what it was back then, but yeah, today's the 2-year anniversary of it. But that's besides the point. That's not the main point of this video. This video, we're going to be discussing patch 2.4.0. That dropped yesterday after about 8 to 10 hours of maintenance, which was a long time for maintenance. But as you can see in the background, I'm showing you some of the new different changes that happened to Destiny. One of the main things was the UI was updated, including the Earth and the Plaugelands, as well as different nodes and stuff put in place for the Rise of Iron's launch that will be taking place September 20th in just over a week. So we have about 9 or 10 days left, so about a week and a half left until the launch of the Rise of Iron. We are getting very close, guys. But let me go over some of these patch changes that happened with the update. Some of these have to do with weapons, so we'll go ahead and jump right into them. We got auto rifles. The Doctrine of Passing style auto rifles are having their inventory, their magazines decrease slightly, as well as the middle rate of fire auto rifles upgrading their damage by 1.5%. The pulse rifles, the middle rate fire, like the Nerwin's Mercy type archetype of pulse rifles, they're getting a damage increase of 2%. Not a whole lot is being done with the hand cannons, unfortunately, although there are a couple of minor bug fixes with a couple of different hand cannons, so we don't really need to cover those too much. Shotguns, the Mobius, the special Titan shotgun that you get, has an increased base stability of 60% and a decreased spread on the shotgun when zoomed in. An increased fire rate of middle/low rate of fire shotguns by a damage of 2%. And a big one for the sniper rifles, the 1,000-yard stare longbow synthesis LDR. They're getting reduced target acquisition as well as the inability to snipe a single headshot if on a roaming super if they have high armor. As well as the snipers are getting a nerf to their stability while aiming down sights. So basically what that is that if you're being shot with a primary weapon, the flinch is going to be much more significant than what it used to be. I guess apparently it can go up to 100% max deflection is what they say, which is I guess max flinch. So that way people that are using your primaries, you'll have a chance of going against people that are hard scoping the sniper lane. Grenades and horseshoes on rocket launchers is also being affected, being reduced from 1.3 to 1 meter, although truth is not affected by this. I personally am not that big of a fan of this because every time I've used the grenades and horseshoes perk, I have had stuff literally go right by somebody's head and not explode. So either it's bugged or their proc radius is just not that good. This one kind of was like, I didn't really like it. I thought that maybe they could have increased it just a little bit because it seems really weak for the grenades and horseshoes. But you know what? What can you do about it? Not only that, but the machine guns, the highest rate of fire machine guns, are getting a damage increase by 4%. There's also a bunch of weapon perks that are being updated. A lot of these are really, really incredible. I'm very surprised that these perks are getting retooled. Some of the perks that are getting retooled are Take a Knee, Exhumed, Cascades, Surplus, Grave Robber, Guerrilla Fighter, Unflinching, and then there's a fix for Fly or Firefly. Apparently, some people were having crashes when having that perk proc. But there's a lot of detail going in for those other perks that I mentioned, including Guerrilla Fighter, which has increased stability and range bonuses by 200%. And they said think of it as a bonus Hammer Forge and Perfect Bounce when the perk activates. Now, I believe Guerrilla Fighter is the one where you're behind cover, and if you poke out behind cover with your weapon, you'll get like extra stability or something. I can't quite remember because I haven't seen all of these perks in action because a lot of these perks were just absolute trash at the from the launch of the Taken King, so I didn't use hardly any of them. So honestly, I don't know what exactly they're all used as. So Then we have the exotic weapons. The universal remote, its exotic perk range bonus was reduced by a whopping 75%. So it's no longer going to be the absolute beast in the Crucible that it was. Hopefully it's been tamed back so people can use all kinds of different things. The fighting strategy is getting a base increase range of 16 and a base stability increase of 44. The Thorn, which as you guys know, is coming back. It's getting a reduced range by 25%, so the range is going to be less, making the Send It perk a lot more useful for the weapon. There's also a handful of different weapons that are getting intrinsic perks added to, which are permanent to the gun. No Time to Explain is getting Head Seeker. That will pair very well and very nicely with it. And the Boolean Gemini is getting high caliber rounds. So it's going to be interesting seeing if the Boolean Gemini ends up coming in as what used to be the Mida replacement, so to speak. So I'm going to be curious to see how that all works. Not only that, but class items can take shaders. Woohoo! I'm pretty excited about this one. My hunter is looking absolutely sexy, wearing the Queen's cloak from the quest line that you get from year 2. Not only that, but public events are definitely getting a little bit of a rework. The first public event you do, you will get 1 legendary engram at level 40, 15 destination materials, 15 legendary marks, 5 Mozilite, a low chance at an exotic shard, 4,000 XP that covers anything and everything that you have equipped, as well as 25 Vanguard rep for your first completion. This change for the public events does not go live until September 20th, so don't expect to go out and finish your public events and get 15 legendary marks or anything like that until the Rise of Iron drops. There's also some minor changes for stuff that you do after that. The quests, of course, the quest menu has been changed a little bit. Quest, bounty, and reputation displays have all been adjusted to different parts, as you saw in the video previously. Another real quick thing here, Sterling treasures are only obtainable now. The free ones are only obtainable in the Prison of Elders. You can also get them from Eververse still. That's going to be the only way to get those. I don't believe that you're going to be able to get Sterling, well, Radiant treasures, I know that they're supposed to be dropping, I think, from somewhere. I believe it's the Heroic Strike playlist and the Eververse. But we'll have to see exactly where they all drop at once the Rise of Iron drops. Not only that, but Elimination Heavy Ammo now only appears once in a central location. So instead of 2 people camping on different sides of the map waiting for the heavy ammo, it's now going to be everyone fighting for 1 spot in the map for the heavy ammo, which will make the heavy ammo rounds in Trials of Osiris very, very interesting. Not only that, but there were some different map adjustments, Vertigo, Pantheon, Crossroads, and Blind Watch. All of those have had different areas that have been, I guess, players were able to get out of the map and prevent gameplay from certain points. Those have been fixed with different invisible barriers. There were also some Crucible mode changes, some slight ones, different concerning salvage, including reduced initial relic capture spawn delay from 15 to 10 seconds. Now, before I go, there's one other thing I want to cover. As you saw in the video at the very beginning, I opened up an exotic engram boot, and I decrypted at 337. I actually opened up 2, so my pants are now at 338. I would not necessarily suggest going and trying to do that quite yet. Save those exotic engrams for when the Rise of Iron does launch. That way you can have the access to all the blues and the legendaries and the greens that end up dropping, because blues and greens are like raining from the heavens right now. Save those exotic engrams so that way you can have the max amount of light from those exotic engrams, especially if you are going for the world's first raid run, September 23rd. One other thing is people are also getting the Trespasser Exotic sidearm dropping from special exotic engrams. Bungie did make a tweet on this, and it looks like they did that intentionally. So if you have any exotic special engrams, you can go ahead and turn those in and see if you can get the new sidearm. Although there's one other thing you can, hold on to or consider, is that those exotic engrams will give you Cryptarch rep, which you may want to save them for when the Rise of Iron launches, so you can get those Cryptarch packages as well as even higher light special items. So it's kind of up to you if you want to try and do that or not. But my suggestion was you can try it maybe like once or twice, and then save the rest of your engrams for the Rise of Iron. And the last thing I want to cover is in the shader kiosk, there is new shaders. There's a total of 4 new shaders that we have seen so far. Some of them were hidden in the database for quite a while, but they haven't been sold by Evil Levante just yet, but apparently that's how you're supposed to obtain them. I'm sure we'll probably get more shaders once the Rise of Iron launches, but that is basically the gist of patch 2.4.0. If you guys like this video, please leave a like down below. Also, you can subscribe to my channel down in the subscribe button below. We're getting close to 75 subs. Let's see if we can hit 75 by the end of the year. That would be absolutely fabulous. If you guys have any comments for me or have any questions, leave them below. Alright guys, I'll see you very, very soon with a brand new video.